Everyone thinks their job is tough, long hours, pressure, maybe a cranky boss. But out there are people who risk their lives every single day just to make sure the rest of us live comfortably. Some do it for passion, others for survival. Either way, these jobs demand a level of courage that most of us can't even imagine. Welcome back to Rankitl, where we break down the best, the worst, and everything in between. Before we start, drop your prediction in the comments. Who do you think takes the #1 spot? Fishermen? Loggers? Firefighters? Let's see if you're right. All right, let's count it down. Number 20, roofer perched high above the ground. Roofers face danger from the moment they climb the ladder. Slippery tiles, brutal weather, and unsteady footing make every step a gamble. It's not just fear of heights, it's fear of the fall. Roofing consistently ranks among the deadliest trades in the world, with around 46 deaths per 100,000 workers according to U.S. labor data. One loose shingle, one gust of wind, and it's over. Supporters say roofers are the unsung protectors, literally putting a roof over our heads. But critics point out how often safety measures are skipped to save time or money. In smaller crews, harnesses and guardrails are treated like optional gear. Even in an era of safety regulations, the human factor remains unpredictable. And that's what keeps roofing planted firmly at number 20. Number 19, truck driver whores on the highway, exhaustion creeping in, and a 40-ton rig at your command. Truck driving isn't just about endurance, it's about survival. Each year, thousands of truckers die worldwide in rollovers, pileups, and fatigue-related crashes. Sleep deprivation is the silent killer here, and it doesn't discriminate. Fans call them the backbone of civilization. Without them, cities starve and economies stall. But critics highlight brutal deadlines and shady logistics contracts that push drivers past their limits. And here's the wild twist: even with self-driving tech advancing fast, human reflexes still outperform AI when chaos strikes on the road. It's a high-speed balancing act between humanity and machine. Landing truck drivers at number 19. Number 18, stunt performer when explosions rock the screen or cars flip in slow motion. Someone actually did that. Stunt performers are the adrenaline addicts of the entertainment world, taking calculated risks for our thrill and applause. Broken bones, burns, concussions, and yes, death come with the job. The tragic 2017 Walking Dead set accident was a wake-up call for the entire industry. They live for danger, but many earn far less than the actors they double for. Despite carrying 100 times the risk, critics argue that the glamour of Hollywood hides the grim side of these real-life daredevils. They make fantasy look effortless, but their reality is anything but. That earns stunt performers number 18. Number 17, power line worker hanging from a pole surrounded by live wires. This is the world of electrical linemen. One wrong move can unleash thousands of volts in an instant. They climb through storms, floods, and pitch-black nights to restore power after disasters. Around 30 die every year in the U.S. alone, often during post-storm repairs. People call them the real-life superheroes, keeping society connected when chaos strikes. But no matter how advanced the gear gets, no glove can fully protect against human error or nature's fury. Courage at altitude. Risk in every flicker of electricity. That's why power line workers take number 17. Number 16, deep sea diver. The ocean doesn't forgive mistakes. Commercial divers work in freezing darkness to weld pipelines, inspect rigs, and recover wrecks often hundreds of feet below the surface. Down there, the air can kill you. Decompression sickness, nitrogen narcosis, drowning. The dangers are relentless. The death rate can reach 1 in every 6,000 divers per year, depending on depth and task. They're engineers, explorers, and thrill seekers rolled into one. But here's the eerie twist: a single miscalculated breath can trigger hallucinations that make divers forget which way is up. In the silent depths where no one can hear you scream. Deep sea divers earn their spot at number 16. Number 15, construction worker. They build our cities, bridges, and homes, but for many, it's a life lived on the edge. Falls, electrocutions, collapsing scaffolds, and heavy machinery make construction one of the most hazardous industries worldwide. Nearly 20% of all workplace deaths globally happen on construction sites. That's 1 in 5. Supporters call them the foundation of progress. Critics point to preventable tragedies, weak safety laws, overworked crews, and cheap gear that fails when it matters most. And beneath the obvious risks lurks an invisible one: dust and silica particles that slowly destroy the lungs over time. It's danger both sudden and silent, and it locks construction work at number 15. Number 14, farmer and agricultural worker. It might look peaceful: wide fields, open skies, but farming hides a brutal truth. Massive machinery, toxic chemicals, and long, isolated hours make it one of the most dangerous professions on Earth. Every year, tens of thousands die from tractor rollovers, pesticide exposure, or suffocation in grain silos. Rural hospitals often sit hours away, turning treatable injuries into fatal ones. Farmers feed the planet, but they often pay a heavy price. The twist: tractors alone kill more farmers annually than all wild animals and weather disasters combined. That deadly blend of solitude and machinery earns farming its place at number 14. Number 13, police officer. When the call comes, there's no script, just instinct. Police officers face life-threatening situations daily, armed confrontations, violent suspects, and high-speed chases. Across the world, thousands die in the line of duty each year, some from gunfire, others from traffic accidents or ambushes. They're called protectors by many, targets by others. Critics argue that undertraining, stress, and social tension only magnify the risks. In some countries, officers are statistically more likely to die in car crashes than shootouts, a sobering truth few expect. That constant exposure to chaos and danger lands police work at number 13. Number 12, iron and steel worker. High above the city skyline, these workers walk beams thinner than their boots, welding steel and connecting structures that define civilization. One strong gust, one misstep, one spark, and it's over. Fatal falls and heavy object strikes claim dozens of lives each year. With a death rate of about 33 per 100,000 workers, their bravery built the skylines we marvel at, but some still refuse to wear harnesses, claiming it slows them down. Old-school pride colliding with modern safety. That fearless defiance, equal parts admirable and tragic, keeps ironworkers at number 12. Number 11, miner. Deep below the earth, where sunlight never reaches, miners dig for the resources that power our world. But every descent could be their last. Explosions, gas leaks, collapses, and suffocation haunt every shift. The International Labor Organization estimates over 15,000 deaths a year in the mining industry globally. Supporters call them the backbone of progress. Critics call it the industry time forgot, where technology still can't erase danger. And the cruel irony? More miners die slowly from black lung disease than from the cave-ins that make the news, the shadows, the silence, and the suffocating risk. All of it earns mining number 11 on our list. Quick pause if you're still here. You're clearly someone who loves rankings that go beyond the obvious. Hit that subscribe button, because the next half is where things get wild. Coming up next, the top 10 most dangerous jobs in the world. The ones where survival isn't guaranteed, where courage and catastrophe are just a breath apart. Number 10, fisherman. Commercial fishing. The ocean is beautiful, but she's also merciless. Commercial fishermen battle monstrous waves, freezing winds, and unpredictable storms, all while handling heavy nets, hooks, and machinery that can crush a man in seconds. Fatality rates in deep-sea fishing are staggering, up to 130 deaths per 100,000 workers in some regions. That's more than 20 times the average for all jobs combined. Supporters call them the lifeblood of coastal economies. But critics argue that the pressure for profit often pushes crews to ignore weather warnings or skip rest. Here's the chilling twist: many who die at sea are never found. Their names vanish beneath the waves, lost forever to the deep. That brutal reality cements commercial fishing at number 10. Number 9, logging worker. Towering trees, deafening chainsaws, remote wilderness. Logging is the kind of work where one mistake doesn't give you a second chance. Workers face falling trunks, sharp saw blades, and rolling logs that can crush a human body instantly. Fatalities often occur far from medical help, turning survivable injuries into deaths. In North America alone, loggers experience more than 90 deaths per 100,000 workers, among the highest rates on record. They're the rugged warriors of the wild, but the very trees they conquer often become their last battle. That mix of isolation, power, and danger carves logging firmly into number 9. Number 8, firefighter. Running into burning buildings while everyone else runs out. That's the definition of courage. But it's also one of the world's most unpredictable jobs. Flames, collapsing structures, explosions, and toxic smoke make every rescue a gamble. Each year, thousands of firefighters are injured or killed in the line of duty. Supporters call them heroes, and rightly so. Critics, however, warn that outdated equipment and underfunded departments put even the bravest at unnecessary risk. And here's something most people don't know: it's not the fire that kills most firefighters, but the long-term effects: smoke inhalation, heart strain, and cancer from years of exposure. Their bravery burns bright, but the price is steep. Earning firefighters number 8. Number 7, aircraft pilot. Commercial and bush pilots. It's easy to admire the glamour of flying, but the truth behind the cockpit door is much harsher. From engine failures to bad weather, pilot error to bird strikes, every flight demands perfection. While commercial airline pilots are statistically very safe, bush pilots, cargo flyers, and small charter operators live on the edge. In remote regions like Alaska or Papua New Guinea, fatal crash rates are up to 50 times higher than regular passenger flights. Supporters see pilots as modern explorers. Critics note that fatigue, poor maintenance, and rushed schedules still haunt aviation's underbelly. The sky might be beautiful, but it doesn't forgive mistakes, which is why flying lands safely but dangerously at number 7. Number 6, sanitation worker waste collector. You might not expect this one, but garbage collection is deadlier than firefighting or law enforcement in many countries, riding on moving trucks. Handling hazardous materials and working in traffic-heavy streets combine into a surprisingly lethal mix. In the US alone, sanitation workers face fatality rates exceeding 35 per 100,000. Often struck by vehicles or crushed by machinery, they're invisible heroes cleaning the mess society leaves behind. Critics say safety rules often get ignored due to rushed routes and outdated vehicles. The twist: exposure to biohazards and medical waste means many sanitation workers also face long-term health threats most people never think about. That unseen danger piles up, putting them at number 6. Number 5, oil rig worker. Far out at sea, surrounded by fire, gas, and steel, oil rig crews face an environment as hostile as it gets. Explosions, falls, and mechanical failures are constant threats, and when something goes wrong offshore, rescue can take hours. The 2010 Deepwater Horizon disaster reminded the world just how deadly this job can be. Even with modern safety systems, oil rig fatality rates remain 7 times higher than average industrial work. Supporters call these workers the backbone of the global energy machine. Critics point to exhaustion and corporate cost-cutting as the real killers. It's man versus machine, and the stakes are oil, money, and survival. Earning oil rig workers. Number 5. Number 4. Military personnel. Combat soldiers. War zones. Explosions. Snipers. Landmines. For soldiers, danger isn't an accident, it's the mission. The military blends courage, discipline, and constant exposure to chaos. From peacekeeping in hostile regions to frontline combat, soldiers face death, trauma, and invisible wounds like PTSD that last long after the battle ends. Fatality rates vary by conflict, but some operations have seen casualty rates exceeding 10%. Supporters hail them as the ultimate guardians of freedom. Critics question whether the risks they face are always justified. And here's the most tragic twist: suicide among veterans now claims more lives than combat itself in several countries. It's danger that doesn't stop when the war does. That grim truth anchors soldiers at number 4. Number 3, search and rescue worker. When disaster strikes, floods, earthquakes, avalanches, these are the people who go in when hope seems lost. They rappel from helicopters, dive into debris, and walk through chemical spills. From mountain rescues to urban collapse zones, every mission is a race against time and death. Supporters call them angels in uniform. Critics point out that many rescue workers are underfunded volunteers, risking their lives with minimal protection. Their mortality rate rivals that of frontline soldiers during major disasters. It's not just bravery, it's self-sacrifice in its purest form. That's why search and rescue lands at number 3. Number 2, bomb disposal expert. EOD technician. Steady hands, frozen nerves. One wrong wire and there's nothing left. Bomb disposal technicians handle everything from wartime EODs to homemade explosives found in civilian areas. Every job is a chess game against death. Their fatality rate, among the highest in any profession. Even advanced robots can't replace them because someone still has to decide which wire to cut. Supporters call them the calm in chaos. Critics say technology hasn't evolved fast enough to make this job safe. Here's the cold truth: every successful detonation diffused goes unnoticed, but one mistake makes global headlines. That impossible balance between intellect and danger earns EOD experts number 2. Number 1, logger of the sky. Helicopter line worker. Utility power technician. Pilot. It's a job few have even heard of, and that's what makes it so deadly. These pilots fly helicopters directly next to live electrical transmission lines. Sometimes while workers balance outside the aircraft to make repairs mid-air, they operate just feet from 500,000 volt lines, where the slightest slip can mean instant vaporization. Fatality rates have reached an almost unbelievable 200 deaths per 100,000. Workers higher than any other job on Earth. Supporters call them the elite of the elite, combining pilot skill, electrical knowledge, and absolute nerve. Critics wonder if any paycheck is worth risking a death so fast it doesn't even hurt. They defy gravity, electricity, and probability, and that's why helicopter line technicians take the crown as the most dangerous job in the world. And that's the full countdown: the 20 most dangerous jobs on the planet. From roofers to rig workers, from soldiers to sky pilots, these are the people who keep our world running and often pay the ultimate price. Did your pick make the list? Or did I leave out a job you think is even deadlier? Let's start a debate in the comments. If you enjoyed this ranking, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell, because we're ranking everything that sparks conversation, controversy, and pure curiosity. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay safe and appreciate the people doing the jobs most of us never could.